Okay, so I just made a few changes tonight. Not really added a whole lot, except I added the doorpost there, and on this end, the same doorpost. I'm not going to go all the way up because I don't want y'all to get blinded. And then, of course, put cross bracing from the doorpost over to the wall, and on this one, I put the cross bracing all the way across to try to keep it all square. It's incredible how this end here, it was actually squared and cross braced, and then I went down to this end, and I was about 1.5 inches out, so it was actually more like 2.5 inches, so it was 95 inches from that corner to that corner, and it was 97.5 from that corner up. So even though 3 out of 4 walls were square, the 4th wall was still this end wall. I had to torque the top of it over to get it to square up. Had a little bit of a debacle here, and I can already tell you all things I would have done differently. For one, I wouldn't have set the posts like I did. I thought about turning these, sideways and setting them directly on top of here so that my walls was all flush studded, and I was going to use truss plates to do that. And I kind of wish now I would have, because by setting these in like I did, that's 2 inches here that I've lost. Now, as far as the birds are concerned, they can run around and get up in here, no big deal. But when it comes to the coop, the back of my coop is going to be right here. I'm not going to go to the effort of notching in and around each post to get that extra 2 inches. It would just be too much work and be a pain in the butt. So I want to measure this out. Bear with me while I get my measuring tape rolled out here. Start on the wall over there and come across. I am at most 29 inches. 29 inches on my, there we go, 29 that my cup can be. And that was with a change. I was going to make the cup roughly 24 inches and make the doors a full 36 inches so that I could walk through easy. And then I decided tonight, you know what, I need all the cup space I can get. Talked to quite a few people on backyard chickens. I was going to have them pretty crowded, so I made this a 24-inch door instead. Now again, because of how I placed that stud, I lost 2 inches. So if I'd have done that a flush stud and turned it 90 degrees, I'd have been able to move this post here over 2 inches, which would have given me another 2 inches on the cup itself, which would make the cup 31 inches instead of 29. So I am going to be a little crowded, I think, but I'm going to make the cup the full 8-foot length of the run, so it'll be 8 feet by, 29 inches. You're almost 2.5 feet, so I'm going to be 16, 20, roughly 20 square feet. So I think it'll be okay, especially with a dozen birds. That should be fine. At most, I'm probably going to have about 15 birds in here, I think. I've got 6 straight runs on request, so I'm assuming probably 3 of those are going to be cockerels, which is fine. I'll put some chicken in the freezer or in the frying pan right away. Nothing like fresh chicken, I wouldn't think. But anyway, like I said, I just want to show you the slow progress. I'm kind of thwarted right now. Thwarted is not the right word. I'm kind of stalled, though, because I want to put more cross bracing. I want to put permanent cross bracing in, because if I pull this cross brace here off right now, this end still wants to rack. Right now it's solid, but if I pull this cross brace, it wants to rack on its own. It wants to automatically fall to the other side. So I want to get this whole wall in here framed up, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run cross bracing horizontals every 2 feet on center so that I can use my 2-foot chicken wire. And I think then I'll put also a diagonal permanent cross brace to keep it from racking, and I'll do that on that end too, because the cup's going to sit all on this side anyway. And then of course when it's all said and done, I'll pull this cross bracing off. I won't need it. I might consider putting on something like a hurricane strap as a flush mounted cross bracing. That's there, or maybe some plumber strapping. I've got some plumber strapping I could use, and that's actually not a bad idea, because it'd be kind of a flush cross bracing. I should probably do that. Yeah, I'll do that. Not going to put any cross bracing up top. To be honest with you, I haven't checked since I put it all together to see if it's square. This way versus that way. I guess I could. Oh, I did check, actually. No, I did. I checked last night. I squared it up. But that's really not all that important to me. The most important really is that the doorway right there is square, so that when I build a square door, it'll actually close in it. So anyway, I think that's it for now. A little upset, listening to the game, listening to my Cardinals get walked all over by the Red Sox, but yeah, if the Red Sox blow them away and take the championship, this way. I guess they've earned it because the Cardinals certainly aren't keeping up. But anyway, I'm sure the Cardinals, I believe, now, I'm not that much of a baseball buff, but I think the Cardinals have quite a few more World Series trophies than the Red Sox do. So I have nothing against Boston. I just don't really like, anybody but the Cardinals. So that's just the way it goes. I was born and raised in Missouri, so about an hour north of St. Louis. So that's where my love for the Cardinals comes from. And the Astros pretty well suck right now. So maybe if the Astros get really good, I'll start following them, but I'll never give up on my Cardinals. But anyway, chicken coop. We're talking about the chicken coop tonight. So the doors, I'll frame up in here. I'll show y'all how I do the doors later on. But, I'm making some progress, slow and steady. So we'll see you.